drinks. So like I was an alcoholic or something. Hey, am I an alcoholic? But Ghana is hot too. Hey! Hello ladies and gentlemen, so my name is April and I'm back again with another video. If you are new to my channel, then you should know what to do. Check out the videos on my channel page, and if you like what I see, then subscribe to my channel and don't forget to click on the bell notification button to always be notified every time I post a new video. So today's video is going to be like a fun, light-hearted video, basically just about me, because I asked you guys actually to send me your suggestions or your recommendations, your requests for YouTube videos. And a number of you asked me some personal questions about me, like about my likes and dislikes and my life and all of that. It's clear that my getting to know me video, that was my very first video on my YouTube channel, was not enough. So somebody actually recommended that I do a 10 things you don't know about me video. So that is what basically is going to be in this video. I'm going to be telling you guys 10 things that you probably don't know about me. So the very first thing that you probably... this cock has come back. If you guys watched one of my earlier videos, there was this time when the cock would just not stop the cocking, if you know what I mean. And today he's back again, he's back again. One of the reasons why I stopped recording at home. Shaking my head. Anyway, the very first thing that you don't know about me, you probably don't know about me, is that I participated in a school beauty pageant. And I won. Yes. So the thing is, if you know me well, you would be so shocked by something like this, because I don't seem like the type of person who would be in a beauty pageant. Like, I don't know, like Miss Malaika, those things isn't really my thing. No, it's actually not my thing. But when I was in high school, that was like JHS, that's junior high school, right? But it wasn't in Ghana, it was in Ukraine. I participated in the school's beauty pageant. And of course, I was the only biracial or mixed race girl who, participated. I represented my class. And guys, like, I won. And some people were saying backdoor that, the only reason why she won is because she's mixed and all of those kinds of things, or because she's black or whatever. But whatever the case may be, I participated. My whole class was so supportive of me. I actually really enjoyed that experience. Like, my class teacher, my friends, my whole class, like, they really, really supported me. They even made posters and banners and all kinds of things. And because I won, I was invited on a radio. So like I went for a radio show, and like they asked me questions, about my journey, how I won the pageant.
Да, Аля. А друзья? Тоже Аля, мне так легче. Ну да, Алевтина длинное имя. Будете постарше, будут называть Алевтина, а отчество? У меня его нет. Второе вот имя Аманда. Вот, О, как красиво. Алевтина Аманда. Потрясающе просто. Ну, красивый человек должен быть красив во всем. И в именах, и во всем остальном. Скажите, пожалуйста, кто вас вдохновил на участие в конкурсе? Вдохновили, можно сказать, что весь класс и учителя, особенно Нина Викторовна Попкова, она наш организатор, и, конечно же, моя классная руководительница Людмила Ивановна. А родители как к этому всему отнеслись? Очень позитивно, особенно мама, она очень хотела, чтобы я победила, и она меня поддержала.
Would I do it again? Probably not. Another thing that you probably don't know about me is that this one is a bit embarrassing, guys. It's a bit embarrassing because like I'm quite grown now, and let me just tell you like a little secret. I'm still kind of not over it. So basically, I was a crazy Harry Potter fan, like crazy. If you don't know Harry Potter, please, I beg you, go and Google Harry Potter. Because Harry Potter, come on, I feel like now basically the whole world knows Harry Potter. So I was so obsessed. Like, guys, I read all the books in English and in Russian multiple times, and then I of course watched all the movies, but I love the books more than the movies. So like, in fact, Harry Potter was my first introduction to reading. I actually hated reading when I was younger. Then one day when I was about, I think 9 years or something, my mom came and she had the Harry Potter, I think Prisoner of Azkaban. It was obviously in Russian. I wasn't in Ghana then. And she basically gave me the book, and she was like, I know you don't like reading, but read this book. Everybody is talking about this book. Like, read this book. So I read that Harry Potter book, and after that I was just like crazy. Like, I was waiting for my Hogwarts letter to come, guys. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, when it didn't come when I turned 11, like I nearly died. I'm not even joking. So yeah, some things are very serious in this life. So another thing that you probably don't know about me is that I came to Ghana to primarily learn and be fluent in English. So a lot of people don't know this. They always ask, like, why did you even come to Ghana? Well, apart from the fact that my dad is a Ghanaian and my dad lives in Ghana, one of the main reasons why I decided, it was actually a choice. I wasn't forced, or no one, sent me off to Ghana. It wasn't anything like that. I had already been to Ghana before, so it's not like I didn't know where I was coming, but just that I hadn't lived in Ghana for a while, and I was basically brought up in Ukraine. So yeah, but I really like English. Like, I love the English language, and I like things. I think you guys should already know this by now if you've been watching me for a while. I'm a very diverse and like internationalized person. Like, I really like exposure, and that's it about English. English is the most internationalized language today. Well, I think besides like Chinese and Arabic, Russian is also quite out there, and French. But then generally speaking, of course, we can't argue that English is the most important language, I believe, in the world today. So I knew that my opportunities would be so much more if I spoke English, if I spoke English fluently. And I knew that in Ghana people speak English, and in Ghana people actually speak English well. That's one of the main reasons why I came to Ghana. So this one too is because people have been asking me about movies. Like, they ask me for movie recommendations and for music recommendations and things like that. So what you probably don't know about me is that my favorite movie genre is psychological thrillers. So I'm talking about movies which are purely like thrillers, not horror. So we have horror, and then we have like thrillers. I like crime. So crime thriller, psychological thriller. Psychological thrillers are, those movies where it's like, usually they are related to like mental health stuff. So the protagonist might have a mental health issue, or there is some kind of mystery that like the protagonist is trying to, resolve and all that. And usually it's shocking. So the ending is usually what you did not expect. Those are the kinds of movies I like. I'm going to put the titles of some of these movies like up here on the screen. Maybe some of you guys can watch them. Maybe you can tell me whether you like them or not. Another thing that most people actually don't know, and this is probably my fault, because a lot of the time, even here on my channel, I talk about Ukraine, Russia, and Ghana, right? So it's like I haven't been anywhere else. But the reason why I talk about Ukraine, Russia, and Ghana is because those are the places where I've lived. So as in lived for like years, like consecutively, right? But I've actually traveled to a number of countries, mostly of course in Europe. I don't know why that happened like that. It just worked out that way. So I've been to a number of European countries like Germany, France, Netherlands, Poland, etc, etc. I stayed in Greece for 2 weeks. So yeah, like I have been around. Primarily I traveled with my school, like with my classmates, and I actually spent 2 weeks in Greece with my classmates when I was living in Ukraine. So that's just about that. And then in Africa, I've only been to Togo and Rwanda. Now this one too. Okay, this one, I understand why people ask, and I understand why people are curious, because I actually come from a family of doctors, right? So a lot of people like just want to know if I didn't study law, like would I be into medicine, or what would I be doing? So basically, if I didn't get into law or business, which is basically what I'm doing right now in my life, I would definitely be doing medicine, and specifically psychiatry. So I think you guys can see a trend going on here, right? I like psychological thrillers, I like crime stuff, I like mental health related stuff. That sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. So yes, I would like to be in psychiatry or clinical psychology, something like that, like something that has to do with mental health or people who are troubled. Yeah, I'm pretty strange that way. So yeah, I would definitely be into that. Now let's talk about alcohol. So something that's really shocked me, should I say, is that at some point in my life, this was when I was in university, when people found out that I wasn't religious, they assumed, is like, for example, that this person is not religious, and then you start talking about like alcohol. For some reason, people assume that if you're not religious, you do like bad stuff, like in the sense that like you probably drink, like you drink pan, like you'll be drinking I don't know, beer and wine and liquor and all of that. So a lot of people actually assumed that I was really, really into like alcoholic drinks. So like I was an alcoholic or something. Hey, am I an alcoholic? No, absolutely not. I do drink. So I drink, but it's very minimal. Like I could literally take maybe 3 alcoholic drinks in 1 year, like literally. And I like to drink on occasion. So I'm that kind of person who is like, if it's something bad, I like to do it on occasion. So I mean, let's say someone's birthday, my birthday, or it's some events, like some events which I want to just celebrate. I want to have some fun. I'll probably never have the opportunity to have this fun again, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't drink like yeah, that's about it. And I'm actually not a big fan of alcohol, so small kakra kakra, yeah. I know I didn't pronounce that correctly, but like, you know what I mean, right? And another thing too I want to talk about is jealousy and envy. These kinds of conversations have also come up with people who I talk to, and I think it's very interesting because people assume that I am not caring. Like I'm quite a cold person in general. That's true. But they usually take it to mean that I'm not a jealous person. For envy, nobody has really said much, but for jealousy, and like when I say jealousy, I mean like you have a partner and you are jealous. Like if your partner is expressing emotions or affection or whatever towards someone else or doing something with someone else, like that kind of jealousy, that's what I'm talking about. And then there is envy, where it's negative, right? And you want something that someone else has, or you want the opportunity someone else has, you want something material that somebody else has. So yeah, I am not envious. Actually, I'm not envious at all. For some reason, it's like there are lots of things which I just don't value. So for example, cars, phones, I don't know, like fancy stuff or expensive stuff. That's usually what a lot of people are envious about, or envious about someone who is like doing better than them or something like that. The truth is, for that, I just don't care. Like I don't really look at someone and compare that person with myself. I usually just look at myself and where I am, and I'm like, I don't like where I am and I would like to improve. And sometimes if I have a friend, for example, who is doing better than me, that's just usually a motivation for me to want to do better for myself. But I don't sit and think, oh my god, like she has all this or whatever, or he has all this and I don't, and like, no. But for jealousy, dear, please, yes, I am a jealous person if I have feelings for you, and especially if we are in a relationship. Yeah, I'm actually a very jealous person. Like if you're my partner, you're mine, and I'm very serious about relationships, so I think that's the reason. So if something is fishy or I just feel uncomfortable, first of all, I'm very vocal about it, so you will know that I'm not happy, right? And yeah, I get jealous. Yeah, I get jealous easily. And I think this leads us into another thing which you probably don't know about me, and that is that I don't really like a luxurious or fancy lifestyle. So in the sense that like I'm more of a countryside kind of girl, I would prefer to live like in a small but very nice house somewhere on the countryside and like have horses and have a garden, that kind of thing, rather than have like a mansion with gold and cars and all of that. Like that's not really my thing. I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's just not really my vibe. Of course, that means I'm not really about capitalism. Like I'm the kind of person who would prefer to live like in a place where everybody is. Now don't come and talk about socialism and communism in the comments, please. I beg you, please. That's not exactly what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm against that, but that's not exactly what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I prefer some form of equality in a community where everyone is pretty much the same. I don't like when there is a very significant difference between poor people and rich people, that kind of thing. Because I myself, I like to be like average, not poor of course, but like just there. So like that's just the kind of life I would like to live, and with those kind of people. So that's just that. Okay, so have I given 10 things? Guys, I've even lost count, but whatever, 10 things, 9 things, 11 things, whatever. We've come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a comment on anything that I've said in this video, or anything, if you want to request me to make a video on a particular thing. Whatever it is that you want to say, please leave a comment below. and I will hopefully see you in another video. And also, if you like these kinds of more fun, relaxed videos, do tell me so that I also make more of them. Otherwise, I'll be making other videos as well. So